Who was your greatest love, and why did you fall in love with them?
I'm not going to say her name because it'll embarrass her. I'm single, and there's a reason for that.
What happened to you two, if you don't mind me asking?
She wasn't interested. It's just that simple.
How long had you two gone out?
We didn't.
Oh, did you
Just
ever,
close friends.
Did you ever tell her?
Yeah. It is possibly the single most awkward experience of my entire life. It's just, squirmy, awkward. Oh my God, I'll do anything to get this to end this moment right now. If I could end the world right now, I would do it. That's how that felt. I was acting weird from time to time, and I just felt like I needed to be honest with her.
Did you feel better after you were honest?
Oh, hell no. To this day, I probably should have just kept it to myself. I mean, our relationship's never really quite recovered from it. We're still close friends, but it's not the same.
How were you able to get over it?
I didn't. I'm 50 years old and single, and that's on me. That's not on her. That's not on anyone else. A huge part of me regrets that I ever met her. Then the instant after that, I have huge regrets that I ever had that regret.
What's your name?
Keith.
Hunter.
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate that this guy is a prisoner of his own desires and he's simping. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, it could be a situation where you can feel sorry for him. And I do. I kind of feel sorry for him because he's not willing to do the work. This is layered. Let me break this down in layers. The first thing is when he told her, he freed himself. He freed himself in that he released himself from the hope of getting with a woman. Again, it's the hope that keeps you a prisoner of your own desires. And he freed himself to be able to say what he really thought and to get it off for the possibility of talking to this woman. So this guy is basically with her and he's in a friend zone with her. And the minute that he told her, it then changed the dynamic of the relationship because for whatever reason, women act like they so delusional, but we all know what the truth is, right? And the truth is that he always liked her and she knows, women know. Don't be confused. Don't think that it's anything crazy. Women know 100% what guys like them and what guys don't. They know whether or not the dude is actually interested in busting them down or not. And it's very, very difficult for two people to be friends and for one of them not to be interested in the other. Now, the caveat to that in a lot of instances is that if y'all are friends, but y'all also have something outside of the talking and hanging out or whatever, and it's something much deeper than that. For me, in a lot of instances, that could be about getting money. Real talk. Because I'm not interested in just hanging around no chick for the sake of hanging around them. Unless I'm creating content, unless we getting money together, unless they work for me or something like that. So we can be cool from a distance, just the same way that I'm cool with a lot of guys from a distance. I don't need no, everyday friends to just be hanging around. And I don't care if you a guy or a chick or nothing like that. And that don't mean that I'm not cordial. I don't interact with you, or I might hit you and say, hey, how you doing or whatever. But just on some general GP, I'm just talking with you, hanging out every day, getting to know you, man. I could be using that time to do something more productive. For me, that's getting more money. That's running it up. That's doing the things that I'm more passionate about. That's, reading, studying, self-improvement, whatever it is that I want to do, traveling, having greater experiences. My experiences are magnified based off of my purpose. And so I've never put a person, let alone a woman, above what's meaningful to me. Now, the other part of that, and again, we still on the idea that a lot of these women are aware of what it is that they're doing to these guys, and that they know these guys are interested in them. They know that these guys really want them. And if they gave them an opportunity and they ever said something to them, then the guys would jump at the possibility of being with them, right? As a matter of fact, I would also say, maybe not in this instance, I would also say the guy that cares the most about you is usually the guy that spends the most time with you and he your best friend. And most women skip over the guy that's best for him for the guy that they desire that may not be best for him. Now, let's get back to this guy right here. So he freed himself and he finally found out the truth. But he didn't leverage that in order to really be able to get to that next space. He had a decision to make and he was at a fork in the road. The decision that he had was, A, do I continue to simp out and stay this woman's friend even though I know that the majority of what I want from her, she not interested in? Or B, do I move on, use this as motivation, take this feedback and level up and go and become the man that I want to be, and then I can attract the person that I am so that I can stop living in hope and I can start living in truth. We don't want hope. Any man that I see that's holding on and is based off of hope, because even when you talk about faith, faith without works is dead. You got to do the work, bro. You got to level up. You got to get your money up. You got to get right. Look at him. Look at him. He looks clueless. He looks like a sad, I mean, honestly, let's just be real. He looks like a sad person. He looks like a person that you have to feel sorry for and have some sympathy for. And I'll give him a little bit of credit. He take responsibility for who he is. And he said, hey, listen, that ain't on her. That's on me. And shouts out to him for not naming her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not her fault that she not interested in him. But now she look at him differently. Cool. Let her go, bro. Stop simping. Let her go. You don't owe. Now it's on you also to understand that you owe her nothing. You owe her zero, nada, zilch, nothing. If you level up, 50 years old, talking about, oh man, I'm single and all of that. You level up, you run it up, you kill that shit, you become great. Man, look, bro, you still got a lot of life in you, bro. You got a lot of life in you. You get that beard taken care of. You hit the gym. You start to lose a little bit of weight. You make sure you get your money up. You start winning. You groom yourself. You looking good and all of that. And let's be clear, you're not doing it for her. Even if he initially uses this as motivation to ultimately become whatever it is that he gonna become, you're not doing it for her. You're doing it for you. And I'm not even talking to him. I'm using his situation to illustrate a point here. Whatever it is that you do, even if you're negatively motivated, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. And the best thing for him to do is to stop simping and let her go. Next best thing for him to do is to use it as motivation and constructive criticism and feedback, because she didn't want you, not because you're not a suitable person from a mental connection and a friendship perspective. She don't want you because you're not looking the part. And again, we're not doing it for them, but feedback is important, and it's you know, it can be helpful to us, because when somebody tell you the truth and they tell you, yo, I'm not really rocking with you because of A, B, and C, that's an opportunity for you to leverage that and become great. Not so you can come back and say, hey, look at me now. It's so that you can get what you really want, and you ain't sitting up here talking about I'm the sob story and I'm single and that's the love of my life. He's sitting there talking about how he regret telling her that one side of him regret telling her that he actually wanted her, and the other side, you know, it's like, man, this is foolishness, man. We grown men out here, bro. It's 9 billion people on this earth. It's 9 billion people on this earth, bro. I don't believe in this movie storybook ending. You get what you deserve. You get what you go out and hunt and kill. And stop leaning on her and even putting pressure on her to be your friend by putting her in this awkward position by still holding on to her. Let her go. Wait till she call you and you just be like, and you have not a nonchalant disposition about it. Y'all gotta stop depending on women and becoming interdependent, especially a woman that ain't even yours. You gotta stop becoming interdependent on another person or a woman to make you feel whole. You gotta become whole on your own, and that's becoming the best version of yourself in every single way. Read, become more spiritual, become more connected with the Most High, with God. You know what I'm saying? Build a relationship, become more knowledgeable, communicate more effectively, get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Work. Any place in your life where you see lack, we got to, even if you're not there yet, any place in your life where you see lack, that's where you work. That's where you put your effort. That's where you put your energy, not into another person, but into yourself. And then you are in a position of power and you making the decisions. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all feedback is. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to rock with me. I'm going to check into the comments. Make sure y'all tap in the after hours tonight. It's going to be lit. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.